welcome on the new Coach Steve Academy Live Guide. I'm Corentin Guinez, driver for Simmercy, and today we are on Laguna Seca with the Porsche 718 GT4 for the week 7 of the Falcanta Sports Car Challenge. As usual, first I go with that lap and then I give you the different details you have to know before this week. So yep, let's get started. Alright everyone, so if we go for the from the start finish line, so as you can see, just after you have the just after the start finish line, you have this small king. So yeah, basically just try to shorten the distance, and then straight after getting past this king, you just move to the right, look at the 4 board on the right side. So you are pretty much going straight away, straight to the 4 board, and then as soon as you are getting close of the 4 board, which is now on the right hand side of the car, just release the throttle, go on the brake, and as you can see on Delta, we are just braking at maybe 85% at the peak. I would say just a bit less than 85%. As you can see, very deep braking, because you are basically braking from the forward to the very apex of the T1. So yeah, it's a very long brake. Of course, it goes downhill, so it of course means you have to slow down a bit more the car, because with the downhill you are not slowing down as much as if the car was on the I would say on a flat part. So yeah, a bit more braking needed for the T1. So that's why I'm holding for quite long the braking. As you can see, I'm still on the brake until I'm really getting almost out of the T1, and then once I'm out of the first corner, just going early on throttle to get that rotation, trying to make the car rotate. I'm dropping to second for this one. So yeah, makes sense. Need to get the power out of the T1 and the entry of turn 2. I guess we will take this one. If you see on the top right on the map, we will take this one as the T1, and then I will call this one the turn 2. So yeah, just out of turn 1 on power to get the rotation, so then you can get the apex close to the sausage for turn 2. So yeah, if you are checking that from the car, as you can see on the brakes, trying to use a bit more track, so using a bit of the escape road, and then as you can see, almost close to the 2 boards, I'm just going to start to steer to the left, still on the brakes, and then as soon as I'm getting into the corner, I'm just releasing the brake, going on the curb, on blue and white curb. As you can see, I'm still on the brake, and then once I'm getting close to the middle, I would say just between the T1 and the turn 2, then I'm just starting to go on throttle. Of course, not going fully on throttle, because as you can see, I'm still having a lot of steering angle. But then when I'm starting to open the steering on the curb, then I can just go full on throttle. Just need to make sure you're not running too wide, even if I think if you're putting a tiny bit your right wheels on the gravel, it's quite okay. You don't lose too much. So yeah, it's good sometimes to use a bit more track, so then you can go a bit earlier on throttle, of course. But yeah, as you can see, just using the curb on the two corners, curb and then same curb. Just avoid the sausage, of course, because you will make the car bounce and of course lose time when you are facing the exit of the corner. So yeah, then getting the curb on the right side on the exit, and then you move to the left, checking the two board when you are basically off turn 2. So then you have a visual reference to where you should really put the car. As you can see, you can barely see the curb, so that's why I tell you to check the two board, because it gives you a great indicator of where you have to put the car, what line you should face as well. So yeah, I'm looking at the turn 2, aiming for the turn 2, aiming for the two board, sorry. And then, as you can see, putting the car on the curb, and as soon as the car is on the curb, I will just go on the brake, try to hold the brake for almost mid corner, middle of the track, I would say, before entering the turn 3. So as you can see, not a big braking, just a bit more, of course. At the beginning, 54, but then I'm really quickly releasing the brake. Just wanna carry quite a lot of speed through the corner. So yeah, as you can see, just holding a tiny bit of brake until I guess I'm reaching to the curb on the apex. So yeah, and then of course bringing up the speed on the exit, being patient, just trying to not go too fast, to not get oversteer. And it's a third gear corner. It will be the same for the next corner. Wheel for a short amount of time, we'll put fourth, but then I will just go back to third to get past those two double those two right-handers. So yeah. Then back on the replay. So as you can see on the braking, we third, just holding the brake, and then once I'm getting close of the curb. So yeah, it's not pretty much when I'm on the curb, so it's just between what I told you before, middle of the track and the curb. So I guess you can just go in the middle of the second half of the track, so the right half of the track, leave the brake, go on throttle, same as T1 and turn 2, just avoid the sausage, so you just use the blue and white curb. And then on the exit, once the steering is almost not fully open, but when the steering is starting to get back to the center, then just going fully on throttle, using all of the curb, close to go on the gravel. But it's pretty much the same as the exit of the turn 2. If you get a bit of gravel, yeah, it's some sort of dust. It's not really gravel because the gravel trap is on the left, but yeah, it doesn't matter if you get a bit of dust or whatever on the exit. To be fair, just make sure you're not going too wide, of course, because it's pretty easy to get an off track. But yeah, it's quite okay. The car doesn't get undrivable when you are if you are putting the left wheels on it. So yeah, then getting past the bridge, then just checking the two boards. So when I'm getting past the two board, just releasing the throttle, going on the brake. Not a big braking for this one as well. It's just about 20% or something. So it's just for a short amount of time. You're not even braking when you're getting into the corner. You're just braking a bit on the entry. But then, yeah, just leaving the throttle middle of the track. And then just going on throttle, trying to carry the speed. And then, yeah, same. Just trying to open the steering as early as you can, and then you are just trying to go as well early on throttle because you want to carry the speed. And of course you have that small straight, which is not too small, because if you are having a good exit and the car in the front has a bit of a moment, or maybe clips the sausage as well on the inside, then it can be a nice chance to have an overtake into this left one, even if it's not the easiest corner to overtake. Because to be fair, if you have the inside, the car that is on the exit on the outside can still have a good run. But yeah, considering it's on camber, the car on the inside has a bit more chance, I would say, with the fact that it's on camber. So yeah. Anyway, just need to make sure you have a good exit, so then you can just stay out of trouble, just in case during the race. So yeah, as you can see, just avoiding the sausage. Then we will go on to this left one. So just putting the car to the right, getting past the tree board, and then close, just pretty much between the tree board and the white line. So just when I'm getting past the tree board. So yeah, I'm almost, I guess, in the middle of the two. Yeah, of course I can't see with this camera, but yeah, no, actually it's when I'm getting past the tree board that I'm going on the brake. So yeah, for this one, I don't think it's a big braking, to be fair. Let me check. Yeah, it's not a massive braking, I would say. It's a decent amount, but yeah, of course you are putting the most of the braking when the car is like this is straight. But then of course when you are leaving the curb, then you are just releasing the throttle, and then when you are getting close to the sausage, then going on throttle, as you can see, really aggressively, because like I said, it's on camber, so the car has quite a good amount of grip. It's like, yeah, you have to really do something really bad to lose control, or yeah, have a big oversteer moment, I would say. So yeah, it's quite okay to go really aggressive on the throttle, and you can see that on the throttle, the throttle line, I would say. As you can see, it goes really quick from 0 to yeah, 87%. So yeah, even 95, 90. Yeah, I said 87. No, it was 97, 95%. So yeah, as you can see, it's really quick. So yeah, it's quite okay to be aggressive into this one. So this one is a third gear corner, so you just downshift from fifth to third for this one, and then like I said, close to the sausage, aggressive on throttle, and then up to fourth on the curb on the exit, and then you will stay on fourth gear for this king. So for this one, just braking maybe 3-4 meters before the 200, the two board on the right side, and then as you can see, braking at, yeah, 65% or something. But yeah, it's a really brief braking. Like, I don't know how much time you're braking, but I guess it's about 1 second, less than 1 second. It's a really short braking, just to slow down a bit the car, and at the same time make the nose dive into the corner, so then you really get the grip at the front. So yeah, as you can see on the brake, and then once I'm starting to get into the um, the deep downhill, then I'm just releasing the brake, going on throttle, trying to make sure, of course, I'm avoiding the sausage on the inside, because it can be quite deadly if you are getting the sausage. It will just make the car bounce off the racing line. So yeah, and most of the time you end up into the gravel, so it's not ideal. I guess you can also carry some damage. I'm not sure, to be fair. It depends how bad you're getting the sausage. If it's just a slight touch with the sausage, it should be fine. But yeah, best way is to avoid it, so then you can make sure that you're avoiding the damage, and at the same time avoid to lose a lot of time, and avoid um, uh, travel into the gravel. So yeah. Then as you can see, in the middle of the king, just going fully on throttle, just using all of the curb on the exit, and then we are making the run to the corkscrew. So as you can see, going to the left, so then I can have an almost straight brake for the entry of the corkscrew. So as you can see, deep on the brake. So if we are checking that again on delta. I guess I'm braking quite a lot for this one. Yeah, I'm braking at almost 100%, so 97% peak for this one. So as you can see, reading the braking, then reaching the peak, and then I'm just releasing the brake until I'm into the left one. So as you can see, if we are checking that on Delta on the replay, sorry, on the brake, trying to put the car as straight as I can, will just brake pretty much when I'm getting into the middle of the track. So when I'm basically going from the left to the right, then when I'm crossing the middle, just going on the brake, releasing throttle, going on the brake, just trying to make sure I'm using all of the curb on the right side to brake, so then it gives me a better angle of attack for the left one. So then I can just have less steering angle and more speed through the left one. So then I can go really fast through the right as well, to have a great exit speed. So yeah, then once I'm getting close to the end of the curb on the right, then I'm just starting to release the brake, dropping to second, and then as you can see, just get using like all of the track on the inside. I'm not going into the gravel. I can do it, but yeah, it's risky because you can get the off track at the same time. Sometimes it makes the car very like oversteery, I guess, because of the edge of the curb. So yeah, sometimes it's not the best feeling, as well as you are at the same time going almost full throttle on that one. So yeah, with the big amount of steering angle you have, plus going full throttle and basically riding on the edge of the curb, sometimes it doesn't really feel nice. So yeah, um, it's up to you. You can try, but yeah, you are never sure to make it consistent. So yeah, then as you can see, just very early and very aggressive on throttle, facing the exit now. Most important thing is to make sure you can arrive as straight. I would say when you are on top, like in this position, the most important is to make sure the steering wheel is not like still to the left, because then this means you have to steer quickly to the right, and then this is when you can just unsettle the car, and at the same time you are going to lose some time. So yeah, when you are on top of this crest, the steering wheel should be like when you are just like right there, the steering should be straight. Maybe it should be could be to the right, but with not too much steering angle, because of course if you end up steering too early to the right, then you're just going to get the tee off track right there. So yeah, like this, steering is just straight, and then as you can see, I have a good run. I can get a bit of gravel there because the track limit is quite okay, I would say. Into this one, you really have to cut a lot to get the off track or the slowdown. And yeah, I mean, the most difficult part, I would say, is the way into this one, and then having the right timing when you're approaching the top of the crest, because then it's just about steering to the right when you are starting the descent, and then it's just almost full on throttle. For most of the time, you're just lifting a little bit when you are on top of the crest, but then once the car is settled into the descent, then it's full throttle. So yeah, nothing really difficult, I would say, on the way out, but on the way in, yeah, you have to make sure you are doing the things right. So yeah, second up to third, and then up to fourth until I'm getting into the next left. We will see. So as you can see, just trying to stay quite tight on the exit, just trying to stay in the middle of the track. Then yeah, just try to stay middle of the track, and then I'm starting to go on the brake when I'm basically seeing the corner. So then I'm seeing the corner, starting to raise the throttle. Then I go on the brake. So as you will see, it's not a massive braking. It's just about slowing down the car a little bit, but mostly trying to get the rotation. Like I said, for the king, just bringing the nose down, getting the grip, and then you can get the curb on the inside. So yeah, very small amount of braking, 33%, but yeah, as you can see, it's just for a short amount of time. So yeah, it's like I said, just about getting the front grip, down to third, getting the curb, and as you can see, like maybe 3-4 meters before I'm getting on the curb, I'm already on throttle, so very early on throttle to um, get the momentum as well, because it's this part of the track is 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 very important to carry a lot of speed, because yeah, of course, if you are not carrying enough speed, I would say you are going to get compromised all the time on the exit. So yeah, it's I don't know how to really explain, but yeah, you have to be confident through this part, because it's a part where you can lose a lot of time. So yeah, it's important to straight away carry the speed, and try to find the limit as early as you can, because then if you are just going too slow from the beginning during the practice, I would say, then it's tough to really find the limit through this part. And then yeah, this is a part where you can make quite a nice difference, I would say, compared to the competitors you can fight against. So yeah, that's why I said you can get in trouble on the exit, because if the guy behind or if the guy at the front finds the limit and you are still not able to really reach that limit, yeah, then you are going to be under pressure or on every exit, and then that there is a nice overtake opportunity for the last corner. So yeah, it's very important to try to get the limit, maybe cross the limit during the practice, because that's basically for what the practice a practice session is made for. But yeah, just need to make sure you can get that limit. Maybe sometimes go too fast, but at least you know what's the limit, and then yeah, you can make sure you're not going to lose time by going to kind, I would say, through those aces. So yeah. So then as you can see, on throttle, full throttle on the exit. Then I'm just trying to make sure I'm not going too wide out of this one on the exit, because as you can see, that the next corner comes pretty quickly after that. So yeah, I need to make sure I can quickly move to the left, get the curb. Then as you can see, on the curb, going on the brake at the two bar on the left. It's yeah, pretty much the same as the corner before, just braking a bit more on the on the entry of this corner, because of course you are coming with a little bit more speed. Like if you check the speed on this one, I was at yeah, 160, and when I'm there I'm at 173. So yeah, there is about 10 kph difference. So that could mean why I'm braking more, of course. But yeah, it's almost pretty much just the same kind of corner, I would say. So yeah, about 55 maybe percent, yeah, around 55. But yeah, then I'm quickly releasing the brake, sending the car into the corner. So yeah, as you can see on the brake, once I'm off the curb, releasing the brake, then just holding a tiny bit the brake until I'm getting close of the curb, going on throttle, full throttle, and then just trying to make sure I can just stay into the limit. So basically just keep the left wheels on the curb, and then need to quickly move to the right, just checking looking at the two board. So just a bit before the two board, the main target is not to brake too late. And I think I'm almost braking when I'm getting past yeah, actually when I'm getting past the white line. So before the two board, when I'm getting past the white line, then I'm going on the brake using the curb. Quite a nice braking zone as well, around 75%. So it's quite a, like I said, a big braking zone. Dropping to second for this one, and then as you can see, going down the gears, I stay on the curb, and then once I'm getting near the end of the curb, then I'm starting to turn to the left, release the brake. Will just, I think I'm going on the sausage for this one, or close to the sausage. Yeah, I'm just licking the very end of the sausage. So as you can see, I'm not having a massive run on the sausage. Yeah, it's just pretty much the edge of the sausage, because if you are running the sausage, it delays a bit, I guess, the the time you are going back on throttle, because of course it will make the car bounce a bit on the sausage. So then if you are going full throttle, you are going to lose, of course. If you are going basically on the sausage, it will make the car bounce a bit, and yeah, you can lose a bit of traction. So yeah, ideally I would say that if you can avoid the sausage into the last corner, it's the best, I think. So yeah, getting the very edge of the sausage, as you can see early on throttle. Once I'm on the apex, going on throttle, just waiting. The steering is a bit more open, I would say. As you can see, steering open now a bit more, and I can go almost fully on throttle. Now the track limits is I mean, I guess it's from maybe 2 or 3 seasons in the past, but now, as you can see, you can really use a lot of track on the exit of the last corner. So yeah, make sure you're doing good use of it. And yeah, then just to run to the start finish line. So that was the lap around Laguna Seca. Alright everyone, so we're done for today. That was the week 7 lap guide of the Falcon Sports Car Challenge. We are with the Porsche 718 GT4 on Laguna Seca. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the Coach Academy channel and join the Discord server if you have any questions about all the work we're making. Feel free to ask. And yeah, I see you for week 8 next week. See you next time. Bye bye.